During the 80s and 90s, this was a very pivotal time in the comic industry. The Bronze and Modern Age saw the return of superheroes to their grittier pulp action roots, where people still widely discuss them to this very day, no matter how controversial. And similar to what was going on with the animation industry at the time, creator-driven work started to flourish like never before. The prison of the Comics Code of Authority no longer hampered creative freedom of the medium that only the underground comic scene and minimum publishers managed to circumvent. The underground comic scene started to rise in popularity with works like Love and Rockets and even Moss. From Metal Harlan's heavy metal showcase of revolutionary French comics, works and creations that Americans had never seen before, giving us legendary works from creators like Jodorowsky, Moebius, and Alfonso Aspiri, to the British invasion of American comics when all of those 2000 AD guys came over to DC and created Vertigo, giving us works like the reboot of Shade the Changing Man or Grant Morrison's Doom Patrol run, Sandman Mystery Theater. But in the midst of all of this fast-paced innovation and ingenuity, there is another sort of comic boom, one not widely discussed, if at all, during these times. When you think of black and white comics, most average readers usually think of manga. In fact, many wrongfully think that's specifically a Japanese thing and not a way to, reduce printing costs. However, during the 80s and 90s, there was a huge boom of black and white comics, usually from self-published creators and various smaller imprints, unrelated to the main channels in the comic industry. One of the first primary examples of this would have to be Metamorphosis Odyssey by Jim Starlin, a prequel to the more popular Dreadstar, which features the same main character, published in Epic Illustrate and then Marvel's Epic imprint by Jim Shooter. Marvel's Epic imprint was kinda like Image before Image, because although it was still under the Marvel branding, that's where the connection ceases. It was purely a creator-owned and driven publishing subsidiary that didn't have to cater to the Comics Code of Authority, something a lot of future imprints of a similar nature would follow suit.